I am BK, your English language teacher. My YouTube channel name is BK Isert English. BK Isert English. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, so please subscribe it now and click the bell icon in order to get my recent videos. Thank you very much. I hope all of you guys are okay. So today I'm gonna teach you guys some tactics about essay writing or paragraph writing. So I have selected just 5 steps and tips. There are 5 tips to improve your writing. So let's go on the board and start with the first one. Okay, thank you very much. See here, 5 ways to improve your academic writing. First of all, contractions. You have to avoid the contractions when you are writing an essay or a paragraph. Listen carefully. You have to avoid your contractions, like we say don't, no, right? Do not, can't, cannot, shouldn't, no, shouldn't, should not, okay, couldn't, no, couldn't, could not, and wouldn't, no, wouldn't, would not, and isn't, no, isn't, is not, and haven't, no, haven't, have not, hasn't, no, hasn't, has not. So these are the contractions we use usually in speaking or writing in English to concise the word or to make our job easier. But if you are writing down some essay or paragraph in a university or anywhere else or for competitive exams, so you have to avoid these things. मैं आपको उर्दू में थोड़ा सा बता दूं, ये जो कंट्रैक्शंस हैं, जो लफ्ज़ को हम उसके पूरे लफ्ज़ को थोड़ा छोटा करते हैं, ये किसी भी पैराग्राफ मजमून निगारी, इसको एसे राइटिंग कहते हैं हम लोग, इसके अंदर इसको नहीं लिखेंगे बल्कि पूरा लफ्ज़ लिखेंगे. Isn't, is not, couldn't, could not, can't, cannot, wouldn't, would not, or haven't, have not, hasn't, has not. This is the first step. The first step completed. I'll give you just 2 or 3 examples. I can't walk right now. If you're writing in some essay, so you say, I cannot walk at the moment. फिलहाल मैं चल नहीं सकता. Or I can't help you. मैं आपकी मदद नहीं कर सकता. And if you're writing down some essay or a paragraph, you'll say, I cannot help you. इसी के साथ haven't, I haven't any extra pen. मेरे पास कोई इजाफी पेन नहीं है. So if you are writing down some essay or paragraph, you'll say, I have not any extra pen. So everyone could be used the same way, and our first step is completed. This is contraction is completed. The second one is avoid there is, there are. Mostly we write there is or there are when we start some sentence. So it just makes our sentence longer. We are putting extra things, materials in our sentence, and we have to avoid these extra materials to put in our sentence if we are writing down some essay or paragraph. उर्दू में मैं आपको बता दूं, जब हम एक essay या एक paragraph या कोई लिखाई करते हैं तो there is या there are हम जुमले के शुरू में बाज़ औक़ात लगाते हैं. तो ये एक एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल है, इजाफी मवाद है जो हम डालते हैं. इसको हमने नहीं डालना है किसी पैराग्राफ या किसी आर्टिकल में या किसी एसे में या कहीं यूनिवर्सिटी में आप कुछ लिख रहे हैं तो इसको अवॉइड करना है और डायरेक्ट ऑन द पॉइंट आना है जो आपका पॉइंट है. मिसाल के तौर पर how we can do this, like a, there are many issues that students face at university. See, there are. We started the sentence with there are, and we are talking that this tip number 2 is avoid there is and there are. So there are many issues the students face at university. we concisely say that the student face many issues at university. See here, there are many issues the student face at university, and in the B, students face many issues in university. Okay, student face. So we removed there are many issues the student face at university. So we just wrote there, students face many issues at university. See here, there are many issues the students face at university. We removed there are and we put the sentence like, the students face many issues at university. Clear? Okay. That's okay. One other example for this. Other example is like, there are many development projects that the UN supports. There are many development projects that the UN supports. Now, there are many projects that the UN supports. So we just remove there are from the start of the sentence in order to come on the point. So this is the exact way how to do it. Okay? Now, the UN supports many projects. There are many development projects that the UN supports. The UN supports many development projects. So we just remove there are, there is from there. Okay, that's clear. Now, tip number 3. Tip number 3. In tip number 2, we just remove there is and there are. Mostly the people write, the students write, so this is not good thing, okay? Just avoid to write there is and there are in the start of a sentence. There is और there are को जो लोग जुमले के शुरू में लगाते हैं तो इसको नहीं लगाना चाहिए, okay? Number 3, avoid words really vary a lot. So when we are writing down some sentence in an essay or a paragraph or in academic writings or at university, or we are taking some test for a job interview or for admission in some institution, so we should avoid these things like really, a lot of, so, etc. So we avoid really, very, a lot. So these words weaken your writing. A very understandable thing. If we are putting these words in our sentence, they just weaken our writing. ये जो अल्फाज हैं जैसे very, a lot of, so, really, ये अगर हम अपने जुमले में डालते हैं तो ये हमारे राइटिंग को कमज़ोर कर देता है. They weaken our writing. That's why we have to avoid to put these words in our sentence. Okay? That's okay. So, for example, we just take an example here. Many students think university is very hard. Very, very hard. What we say? We have to avoid very. There is very, there is very. Really, very, a lot, so. So there is very, and the tip tells us that very should be avoided. So we have to avoid very at there. So many students think that university is very hard. बहुत students या बहुत तलबा का ख्याल होता है कि यूनिवर्सिटी मुश्किल है. तो हम क्या करेंगे? Very को हटाएंगे. Many students think that university is difficult. Just change this. Many students think that university is difficult. We remove the word very because very is actually, very means many things, but in writing it is working against of its word meaning because it weakens our writing. यानी वेरी के मानी है बहुत, लेकिन राइटिंग में ये बहुत नहीं होता बल्कि हमारी राइटिंग को और कमज़ोर कर देता है. तो इसलिए हमने वेरू को निकाल दिया और हमने कह दिया कि many students think that university is difficult. यहाँ पर जुमला है कि many students think that the university is very hard. हमने जुमले को चेंज किया, many students think that university is difficult. Okay? That's okay. One more example it here. NAEB is really controversial. NAEB NABE is an institution in Pakistan that's responsible for accountability, to stop the corruption, or to manage the things to be exactly under the laws. Illegal things are to be stopped by the NABE. Now NABE is controversial. NABE का तो काम है कि यानी एहतसाब करे, NABE, National Accountability Bureau, but now it has become controversial. Some people trust, some people say it's controversial because it's not impartial, it's partial. यानी कुछ लोग इसको अभी जानिबदार या किसी के अलायकार समझते हैं. That's why NABE has become controversial. तो हम यहाँ कह क्या रहे हैं? NABE is really controversial. Now really is weakening our writing. Really, we don't have to write here really, because tip number 3 tells us very really so a lot of or weakening your writing, so you have to avoid them not to be written in your writings. Okay, very really so a lot of हमारे लिखाई को, हमारी तहरीर को कमज़ोर कर देते हैं. तो इसलिए इस जुमले में जो हमने very लिखा हुआ है, NABE is really लिखा हुआ है, NABE is really controversial, यानी अब really को हमने हटा देना है. NABE is controversial. If we say NABE is controversial, openly there is no stress in the sentence NABE is controversial. If we add really, so it means that we are stressing, emphasizing on the controversy word controversial. But in writing an essay, paragraph, articles, or other academic writings at a university or for job interviews, if you put really, that's weakening your writing, not giving support to make stronger, and it may decrease your marks. You may not gain marks if you are putting really, so that's why tip number 3 tells us like this. Now, a lot of students live in campus. There is the word a lot of. And tip number 3 tells us that a lot of should also be avoided. Okay, should not be written. I'm sorry. Okay. A lot of students live on campus. Now, lot of is not get word. It is weakening our writings, so we have to remove lot of. Okay, we say many students live on campus, just, and this is countable noun. Students or countable, that's why we put many at here. यानी students countable noun है, इसलिए हमने इसके साथ many का इजाफा कर दिया. Many students live on campus. Okay, a lot of students live on a campus. We remove lot of because it's weakening. It's not supporting our writing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now it's here. A lot of time is wasted. Now, a lot of time is wasted. Why we are putting the same sentence twice? A lot of and again a lot of, because we are just making some difference between countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, now a lot of time is wasted. Time is a noun, but it's not countable noun. That's why. We are removing a lot of, we say much time is wasted. Here we put here, see here, many students, much time, because time is uncountable noun and we can't write here many, so we just wrote here much, uncountable noun. Countable noun, many students, uncountable noun, much time. Okay, clear. That's also clear. Now put them. 4. Now we understand that what's going on about the passive voice and active voice. This is our tip number 4. Listen, learners and the students. If you are writing some academic writing at the university for job interview, for the IELTS, for the TOEFL, or anything, paragraph or essay, avoid writing in passive voice. But if you are writing something just scientific, so you can write down a bit of passive voice as well. बात सुने, जब आप कोई एकेडमिक यूनिवर्सिटी में जॉब के लिए, आईलेट के लिए, टॉफल के लिए, किसी चीज़ के लिए जब आप या आर्टिकल या कोई मजमून ऐसे आप लिखते हैं तो पैसिव वॉइस को बचाना है. पैसिव वॉइस नहीं लिखना है. एक्टिवाइज लिखना है। लेकिन हाँ, एक जगह पर थोड़ी इजाजत, अगर आप कोई साइंसी चीज लिखते हैं तो वहां पर आप थोड़ा थोड़ा इसका एडिशन कर सकते हैं, वहां के ऊपर भी बहुत ज्यादा नहीं, कम आप इसमें कर सकते हैं, आप इसमें कुछ कर सकते हैं, ज्यादा वहां पर भी आप पैसिव वॉइस का इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सी हियर, हेल्थ केयर रिफॉर्म्स वर इंप्लीमेंटेड बाय ओबामा। Sorry. If you remember when Obama won election, his post-election slogan was to bring health reforms in America. And when he won election, so he brought some health care reforms in America, United States of America. So we can say that Pakistani Prime Minister also implemented health card in Pakistan. So it is recent, and Obama did this many years ago. So now, see here, health care reforms were implemented by Obama. This is passive voice. Okay, this is passive voice. There is verb. Verb is your be verb. Implemented your past participle or third verb. Okay. Now, Obama implemented health care. Very easy. Obama implemented health care reforms. You write straight activize. Health care reforms were implemented by President Obama. Passive voice. Avoid writing passive voice in your paragraph or essay. Health care reforms. Obama implemented health care reforms. ये कह रहा है कि ओबामा ने जब इलेक्शन जीता तो उसने सेहत के हवाले से कुछ इस्लाहात की, यानी ये पैसिव वॉइस का जुमला कि अमेरिका में ओबामा के ज़रिए हेल्थ केयर या सेहत के हवाले से इस्लाहात की गई, ओबामा ने हेल्थ के इस्लाहात किए। That's okay. Means in tip number 4, we have to avoid passive voice. We have to try to put everything in active voice. But if we are writing down something just scientific, so we can use a bit of active voice as well. यानी किसी भी तहरीर में आर्टिकल हो, ऐसे हो, यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई करें, जॉब के लिए, इंटरव्यू के लिए, टॉफल के, आइलेट्स के, तो आपने एक्टिव वॉइस को लिखना है, पैसिव वॉइस को नहीं लिखना है। मगर हाँ, अगर आप कोई साइंसी चीज़ लिख रहे हैं तो वहाँ पर आप थोड़ा थोड़ा लिख सकते हैं एक्टिव वॉइस के भी। ओके, वन मोर एग्जाम्पल अबाउट द पैसिव वॉइस, हाउ टू अवॉइड द पैसिव वॉइस। द वॉर वाज वन बाय फ्रेंच। Was be verb, one third form of the verb, or past participle. The war was won by French. Now the French won the war. Straight, easier, stronger. Passive voice, no. Active voice, okay. The war was won by French. The French won the war. That's okay. Now. Passive voice is not good in academic writings. You can just write it in scientific things, as I told you already. Now, tip number 5. Fifth number tip and the last tip to improve writing or to learn how to write down in English the things like the paragraphs, the articles, the essays, or you're writing down something at the university, theses, anything, okay? Use strong verb. This is something else. Use strong verb. 3 kinds of the verbs: stronger verb, weaker verb. Weak verb, strong verb. It's very important and very easy. Okay. See here. Use strong verb. He gave assistance to my friend. He gave assistance to my friend. That is the weak verb. Weak verb is used. Okay. Now see here. Weak verb, he gave assistance to my friend. We change to a strong verb. He assisted my friend. This is assisted. Strong verb. difference. He gave assistance to my friend. He assisted my friend. He gave assistance to my friend. Weak verb is used it here. He assisted my friend. Stronger verb is used in this sentence. Okay? That's okay. Number 2. He made an objection. For example, someone is putting his views, even there is some letter, some documents, or some other this kind of things. So someone is just giving his objection. So he made an objection, weak verb. He objected, strong verb. He objected. This sentence is stronger. There is strong verb in this sentence. Okay, one more. She investigated. That's the stronger one, the weaker one. She conducted an investigation. She conducted an investigation or some investigation for some assassination case or for some corruptions or just for some official things. So she conducted some investigation. The weak verb, investigation, the weak verb, and investigated. She investigated. That is stronger one. Now one more. He did an audit. He did an audit. He audited. He did an audit is not the stronger verb. He audited is the stronger. Okay. I taught you guys 5 tips today in detail. This is for academic things. This English is used for academic things, for essay writing, for paragraph writing, or for other this kind of things. That's very important topic for today. And if still there is something unclear for you guys, you can ask me through comment or through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is 0322 8931890. And this video is specially for the people to prepare for writing things, for essays, for competitive exams, for admissions in universities, or for going through some TOEFL or other tests or this kind of things. Thank you very much.